7 signs you have toxic friends, not real ones. Do you have a friend who does and says things that often upset you? Maybe it's a childhood friend or a coworker you've grown close to. Unlike other people in your life, this friend frequently causes tension amongst your friends. But it's hard to tell if this person just needs everyone to be a bit more forgiving or if they're toxic. The tricky thing with friends is that we have plenty of love and appreciation for them. And sometimes that same love can blind us to their bad behavior and the negative ways they affect our lives. However, it's important to know the common warning signs that someone is not only toxic, but harmful to your mental health. Friends help make life more meaningful. They provide social and emotional support, ease feelings of loneliness, and help you feel happier and more satisfied with life. Maintaining social connections can even lengthen your lifespan and lower your risk of mental and physical health concerns, including depression and high blood pressure. Some friendships might not have such a positive effect. Others might be downright toxic. Toxic friendships can take different forms, but they generally drain you mentally and have a way of bringing you down instead of building you up. Letting the wrong kind of people into your life can be incredibly draining. You're not likely to find enough time for yourself if another person is constantly on at you about things and won't give you room to breathe. Toxic relationships aren't just the romantic kind. Sometimes, friendships with people can turn out just as abusive and damaging too. Rather than bringing company and comfort to your life, a toxic friendship will bring exhaustion and frustration. The importance of friendship. Having friends is critically important in all stages of life. Friendships add to the quality of our life, providing socialization, emotional support, and helping us to feel less alone in the world. Studies have shown that friendships are vital for emotional and physical health. Without healthy relationships, we are more at risk for anxiety, depression, and may even experience lower immunity. We learn how to make and maintain friendships as children. At first, we play side by side, and then as we get older, we play together. In middle and high school, friendships take on even more importance. Friends become our confidants and supporters. We feel our peers may understand us better than our family does. What is a toxic friend? In a healthy friendship, both friends tend to respect and support one another mutually. There's an inherent sense of trust within the relationship. In most cases, both people seek to be loving and generous with their time and resources. Toxic friends, however, often present as selfish and challenging. They may struggle with healthy communication and become aggressive, passive-aggressive, or dismissive when they don't get what they want. They may also depend on you for validation or comfort, exhibiting a range of attention-seeking behaviors. Everyone has their moments, but toxic friends tend to stir drama and cause problems on a regular basis. If you constantly feel annoyed, disrespected, or guilty when spending time with a certain friend, those feelings may be key indicators of an unhealthy dynamic. What a toxic friend does. Everyone has good and bad days. On a bad day, kindness doesn't always come easily, even with loved ones. So, how can you tell the difference between a truly toxic friend and someone who's just having a bad day? So here's 7 signs that you have a toxic friends, not real ones. 1. You act like a worst version of yourself around them. The friends we choose to surround ourselves with should enhance our lives and push us to grow as people. If you find your friend brings out the worst in you, then it could be a sign the relationship is toxic. If as a result of your friendship, you find yourself engaging in behaviors that you regret later, such as being self-destructive, being mean to others, or engaging in illegal or immoral activities, then it would be best to terminate this toxic friendship. 2. It's all about them and their problems. Look out for a friend who only comes around when things are going well with them or they need something from you, like advice. They may call you for a full hour to talk about their problems, then throw out a half-hearted "how are you?" before immediately turning the conversation back to themselves. In the same token, these friends are often unreachable when you need them, no matter who the person is. Both giving support and receiving it is critical to keep relationships healthy and stable. 3. They want all your attention. No one friend can fulfill every emotional need, but a toxic friend may try to convince you that you're the only person in the world who can understand them best. They may try to seek your attention by texting, calling, or reaching out to you incessantly, feigning crises or exaggerating other life issues to obtain your support, insisting that nobody else relates to them, lavishly praising and boasting about how wonderful and helpful you are. 4. They emotionally drain you. Healthy friendships have a sense of balance and reciprocity. You don't need to keep score because you both feel you're getting back what you're putting in. Sure, there may be seasons in a friendship when one person needs a lot more than they can give because they're dealing with a loss, health issue, or other crisis. But when friendships are heavily lopsided, with one person doing a lot more taking than giving over the long term, that's another story. Toxic friendships cross boundaries and sink into a pattern of taking more energy than they give. Are you feeling like you are helping your friend more than they are helping themselves? Do you feel like their therapist where the emotional support only goes one way? Does this friend support you maintaining your boundaries so that you can take care of yourself and not give from your emotional reserves? These are some questions that may help you determine whether or not this relationship is worth the energy. 5. They are jealous and compete with you. A good friend will celebrate your successes and help soften the blow of failure. However, a friend who's toxic wants to feel better than you and will be jealous of your accomplishments, so they will try to one-up you. Notice if your friend seems to minimize your accomplishments and always tries to top you. This could be a sign they're toxic. Let's say you won an award at work or school. Your friend might say, "That's nothing. Last week I won a gift card for my hard work." Similarly, you might have a new relationship, so your friend suddenly starts talking about a new person they've started seeing. 6. They tell your secrets to others. Trust is an important part of a healthy friendship, and a friend who tells others things that you've told them in confidence is violating that trust. Marantz also says to look out for friends who are constantly telling you secrets about other people, as this can be a sign that they are doing the same with the personal things you shared with them. In a healthy friendship, you should feel comfortable sharing vulnerable information and knowing that your friend will meet you with compassion and respect for the sensitivity of whatever you shared. Do you feel like judgment is being placed upon you when you open up about your feelings or something going on in your life? If you can't rely on a friend to keep something between you and not criticize you, then these are examples of an unhealthy relationship that lacks essential trust. 7. You're always in unspoken battle with them. Every achievement you accomplish is not a moment of celebration, but a source of jealousy or insecurity for your friend. Instead of being happy for you, they spend their time trying to one-up your efforts. They treat your bond as a contest instead of a mutually beneficial relationship. This is a mammoth red flag and indicative of your friend's self-absorption and inability to be involved in a healthy friendship. How toxic friendships affect you. Toxic friendships can have a pretty significant impact on overall well-being, and not positively. Spending time with people who don't care about your feelings can eventually affect your emotional and physical health. If you notice any of the following signs after spending time with a friend, you may want to consider reevaluating the friendship. If you feel lonely and isolated, spending time with friends should increase your sense of connection. A toxic friendship might leave you feeling ignored instead. You reach out to make plans, but you're left out of group events and your messages go unanswered. They don't seem to want to spend time with you, and the friendship doesn't fulfill you or feel like a friendship at all. Your stress increases. Reduced stress is one key benefit of strong friendships. Seeing friends might not always make you feel 100% better, but you'll probably notice some improvement. Even when you aren't with them, you might spend a lot of time thinking back to your negative interactions, which can make you feel tense, irritable, even downright awful. You don't feel supported. True friends offer support when you need it. Sure, this support isn't always tangible. At the very least, friendship typically involves listening with empathy and offering validation for distress and pain. In a toxic friendship, you never feel that support or compassion. You feel minimized when they brush off your problems or ignored outright if they never respond to your messages or requests for help. In short, they aren't there for you when you need a friend most. You don't want to deal with a relationship that leaves you feeling lousy. Still, you might be hesitant to just end things with a toxic friend, especially if you've known them for a long time or run in the same social circle. The worst part of realizing that you have a toxic friend is that she may be someone to whom you were once much closer, but from whom you have drifted. Breakups with friends, especially best friends, are just as painful, if not more so than romantic relationships at times. We have more expectations that a friendship will last forever, and it can hurt to know that it's no longer serving you in a healthy way. Making excuses for this type of friend over a period of time can lead you to grow resentful, and it might only damage the friendship further. The best thing to do when confronted with this situation is to sit down your friend and openly discuss all issues you both have. If both of you wish to continue the friendship, there will be effort and progress. The response to this gesture will tell you if it's time to move on and do what's best for you. Life and friendship are both precious gifts, and no one deserves to waste it on relationships that don't energize and feed their soul. So these are the 7 signs that you are in a toxic friendship, not real one. So if you enjoy watching this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a new video. And I'll see you in next one.